Hello everyone, I'm Brett, and welcome to Hazy Mind. I was going to do the dark spooky face cam again, but it's not feasible for me to record all of my videos this month at night because I work at night, and I'm tired after work, you know? And then I was just going to put blankets over my windows so that it'd be like thicker curtains. The curtain rods I have suck and kept falling down, so it didn't work either. And yeah, so we're not gonna have that. Hello? Oh, I'm supposed to. Okay. Oh, it's a demo. I didn't know this was a demo. This is a demo of the visual novel Hazy Mind, not the completed game. Finished game may differ from this version. Anyway, it's a psychological horror tag, so it should be fine without being in the dark anyway. Designed for an adult audience, this content isn't for everyone and will include topics such as suicide, depression, blood, murder, and strong language. If you acknowledge this warning, click to continue. And you acknowledge this warning by continuing to watch my video. Start. Ooh, happy pills. I love happy pills. My thoughts fragment my mind like shards of glass. I can feel each suicidal thought slicing me from within. I'm tired of battling with my own mind, with each day growing increasingly burdensome. Antidepressants and sleeping pills, my daily allies, will yet again become today's escape from this world. Internally, I'm screaming in pain, but the fear of what death might bring holds me back. Is it worth the fight, even when everything inside is pleading for surrender? Death seems like a relief, but what if it's just a different kind of pain? Thoughts spin in my mind, but my heart keeps on beating. My hallucinations morph into terrifying creatures squirming in my mind like worms, offering no peace. Fear paralyzes me, leaving me in the darkness with only my thoughts for company. A bottle of pills in my hands, my heart pounding into my chest, a terrifyingly real reminder of the life I wish to end. The pills feel as icy as snow, their coldness seeps through my skin, swiftly sweeping away the last remnants of doubt. Closing my eyes, I swallow them one by one. My mind starts to fog from the pills I've taken. A strange moment of silence ensues. It's as if the world has slowed its rotation, giving me time to reconcile with my fate. The sensation of the pills in my throat feels like a sharp blow to the back, a confirmation of the irreversible decision I've just made. The world starts to slowly fade away, as if someone is gradually turning down the brightness on the TV. My consciousness becomes foggy, thoughts mingle, quickly turning into meaningless chaos. I hear my own breathing, its cycle getting quieter and less frequent. The last thing I feel is the heaviness in my eyelids, which close involuntarily. I surrender to lifeless yet soothing oblivion. Sleep. It comes like a wave, sweeping me into an impenetrable death. I surrender without resistance. Suddenly, a glimmer sparks in the darkness, and I see a dream. The surrounding darkness starts morphing. Dreams within it stir, stories both frightening and familiar. They are scenes from my life, moments of both happiness and suffering. As each second passes, those images become more vivid, adopting shapes, colors, and sounds. Some of them are kind, reminding me of times when I laughed, when I was happy. There are dreams that pierce me, reminding me of what led me here. I dive deeper and deeper into the dream. It's like a journey through my own soul. And suddenly, in the sunless depth, I begin to see the light. It's a warm, muted glow that beckons me from the darkness. I'm drawn to this light, like a moth enticed by fire. And when I touch this light, I can feel it start to fill me, rousing me from the dark sleep. My eyes open. I feel the solid surface of the bed comforting my body. My head is still foggy, but it no longer pains me the way it did before. My consciousness slowly returns. Something is off. Everything around looks unfamiliar, even though I know it's my space. Memories spin in my head like flashing images, but I can't piece them together into a coherent whole. It's a feeling of emptiness, as if part of me is missing. Names, faces, moments. Everything is plunged into a disorganized mess, deemed unreachable for my mind. I'm finding it harder to breathe. My mind screams, seeking answers I don't have. Everything around starts to seem distant and insignificant. I'm lost in my own world. Realization sets in. I've forgotten everything. Who I am, where I'm from. My existence is erased. I'm too scared to move, to breathe, because even these sensations feel new and alien. With each breath, I attempt to remember, but it only results in greater panic. The world around me begins to crumble, like an abandoned building, eroding as time passes. I sense that I am moving further away from myself with each passing second. Fear wraps around me, squeezing my heart. I can't find an escape. Gravity feels doubled, my body fails to resist, falling back onto the bed. moment my body touches the bed, there's an instant relief. It's an unexpected calm in the midst of chaos. I feel the warmth of a foreign hand slowly passing through my hair. Despite consciousness stirring again, the desire to leave the comfortable sanctuary of my bed has disappeared. However, in the end, I decide to find out who is so tenderly guarding my peace. No.
Hello. You've finally woken up. You must be feeling lost and confused right now, unsure of where you are and who I am.
Who's this angel?
Don't worry. I'm here to help you. I need to tell you something that might be hard for you to hear, but it's important that you know.
But what is...
This isn't the first time this has happened. You've woken up with no memory before. Every night, your memory is reset. You cannot remember yesterday or any day before that.
Oh no.
After a failed suicide attempt, you went through a lot of stress, and that's why you can't remember things.
Oh no. Who are you?
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My apologies. My name is Morana. Your mom hired me to look after you, because every night you wake up oblivious to the world around you.
I was worried. I thought she was like my girlfriend or something, and that I didn't remember her every
My role is
day.
to be a beacon in the early hours to help you navigate through the confusion.
Oh,
Of
that's
course,
so nice.
I am also here to assist you in regaining your memory. By the way,
She's so sweet.
my duty is to provide you with a guide on what to do when I'm not around, and where to find essential items you might need.
Oh, that's so nice.
Here, this is the guide. As you can see, it's a bit worn out since you've used it prior. In case of emergencies, the first aid kit is in your cabinet at the very bottom. You'll instantly recognize it. It looks like a typical first aid kit.
Okay, well, I don't remember anything,
Just to
so
be
I
on the
don't
safe
know.
side, I've sketched a picture of it here in the guide, so you can be sure you found the right box.
She's so sweet.
To get to the kitchen, you will need to leave your room, walk straight down the corridor, then take a left. That's where you'll find the kitchen. If something happens to either of us, dial 911. That's the number for emergency services. Your phone is on the table. The phone is switched on and fully charged. You've always had a knack for figuring out how to use it, so
That's good.
I'm sure you won't have any issues there. What else was there? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
The address?
Oh, right. If you have to call an ambulance, you'll need to know your address. It's 4 Buttiff Street, Arc City.
Okay.
It might be a bit challenging to remember right now, so I understand.
Oh, that's so sad.
However, everything I have just told you is written down on this note. Please, keep it safe and always have it with you, okay?
It's so sweet. I mean, I guess that's her job. Okay.
Great. You're doing very well. Now, to add a little joy to the moment, I've prepared something special for you. I cooked your all-time favorite dish, toast with egg.
I love toast with egg.
It's important to fuel your body.
Yes, it is.
After eating, I can give you a tour around your room and help you discover more about your life that's been temporarily forgotten.
No,
So don't rush yourself.
I won't.
At your own pace, I'll be here.
That's so nice. I have to sneeze. There we go.
Well, since you're done with your meal, we have one more thing to do. You'll need to take these pills. They're antidepressants. They've been prescribed by a doctor to keep any panic attacks at bay.
That's nice.
Without them, things could become difficult, and I don't want that for you. I don't want to appear as if I'm forcing you to take some strange pills, especially if you are uncomfortable.
No, but that's your
That's not my
job.
intention. While it's a condition
She has such a calming
for me to
voice,
be able
too.
to show you the room, the decision is completely yours. Just so you know, regardless of your choice, I will still guide you around the room.
Okay.
And I understand if you choose not to take them. Will you take these pills or not?
Yeah, I'll take the
I had
pills.
faith you would make the right choice.
This time. Or the pills. I might play it again and
You'll need to take
do
2
the not
pills
pills.
to ensure everything goes smoothly. I know it might sound a bit daunting, taking 2 instead of 1.
I trust her. She has such a nice
Trust me on
voice.
this. Nothing adverse will happen. Here, these are the pills. Just take them
No.
with water and let them do their job. I've noticed a shift in your gaze. Are you feeling all right?
Oh, she's remembering taking all the
Please.
pills.
You must tell me. If the antidepressants are affecting you adversely, it's better to stop taking them. Okay then. The next thing we need to do is explore your room. However, I see that it will be difficult for you to get up, and you'll certainly need my assistance.
Oh.
Give me your hand so I can help you rise.
Sure. I trust you.
I understand that you are curious and have many questions.
I have no reason not to trust her.
Let's do a question and answer session before we check
Oh,
out your room.
okay.
Choose your questions carefully, because I won't answer them a second time. Of course, you can save and revisit these questions. But where's the thrill in that? Trust your initial instinct. That's my advice.
What do I save? Right click. I should have saved before the pills, but whatever. Where's my mom? Why did I decide to attempt suicide? She won't know that answer.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't see her when I visit you. It wouldn't be right for me to ask where she is, because she is my boss.
Fair enough.
So, I cannot fully answer that. But I think she is working hard for you.
Fair enough.
Do you have any other questions?
Yes. Why did my mom hire you? Why is it night and not morning?
You have a disrupted sleep pattern, falling asleep during the day and waking
Fair
up
enough.
at night. It seems this can't be corrected. Ever since you left school, you've been very neglectful of your sleep routine. Now, you face the
Fair enough.
consequences.
And that's kind of how I am usually. That's why I work at
Do you
night.
have any other questions?
How can I remember everything forever?
Do you mean how to overcome amnesia? To clarify, you have dissociative amnesia, but it's a bit more severe. Dissociative amnesia involves forgetting personal life, events, and biographical formats while retaining general knowledge. This type of
Interesting.
amnesia arises from psychological trauma.
Oh.
In your case,
Yeah.
the suicide attempt was a severe trauma. Moreover, when you sleep, you can't retain the information from the day.
Aw.
I'm not
That
a
sucks.
doctor to tell you how to cure this.
That's true.
I'm only quoting your psychotherapist. The therapist also mentioned that perhaps by coming to terms with the information you recall, you might heal.
Interesting.
But obviously, that has not happened yet. Do you have any other
Oh,
questions?
she's sad for me. Are you sure this isn't a dream? Are you a real person?
No, it is not a dream. Silly question. I think that's enough questions from you for now.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's proceed to inspect the room. Well, I'll step back.
She does talk kind of
You can
robotic,
hover
like,
the
but,
cursor
you know.
and click on the items that interest you.
What's a cursor?
I should start by saying that all information I'll share comes from your mother. This is your laptop. You enjoyed listening to audiobooks and playing games. You also use the laptop for your studies. You even made friends online to play games with. This laptop
That's
is
nice.
like an extension of you. You practically spent all your time on it. As
Yeah, I
soon as
believe
you
it.
left school, you initially spent a lot of time on your laptop.
Yeah.
Apparently, you were
Makes
attempting
sense.
to isolate yourself from reality
Aw.
and its consequences. But soon after, you
No.
grew tired of it and stopped playing video games. I'm not sure if it was a good or bad decision, but it definitely changed your life a bit. If you want more detailed information, like the games you played or the books you read, feel free to ask, and I'll gladly answer.
I want to know more. Tell me more.
I would want to know more about myself too.
Exactly.
You weren't particularly fond of books, but occasionally you take your laptop, lie
I'm
down
very
and
fond of books,
read.
but yeah.
Additionally, you obviously played games. In total, you've clocked 2,000 hours in games, but that's considering your detachment from school. After you finished school, you initially played a lot, but then you stopped and didn't touch games anymore.
I definitely don't think I've got 2,000 hours of games.
This is your diary, the most important thing you have, and reading it might take some time. But since you've clicked on it, you definitely need to read it. It won't disturb you during this time. Read at your own pace.
Okay.
If you want to share your emotions after reading, I'll be glad to listen.
Sure. I saw Morana sit down on a chair next to my table and close her eyes. Apparently with such a job, she gets very little sleep. I carefully picked up the diary and sat on the bed. It looked like a regular book. It didn't have all that many pages, but the book still seemed thick. Perhaps because I had read it so many times, the book had become slightly misshapen, adding to its thickness. I don't know what awaits inside, and the atmosphere starts to get tense. Overcoming my anxiety, I finally opened the diary's first page and began to read. 8/22/2017. Hello, I decided to start a diary because Ria told me it helps understand oneself and improves relationships with others. Basically, she seemed to be promoting it to me. So I bought a notebook and will try to write down everything happening in my life. Honestly, I don't think this will last long since I'm not a very consistent person. I can't do the same thing every day. But we'll see. Maybe it'll work out? It's hard for me to write. I don't even know what to write about. What did I do today? Went to school, talked with friends, came home, did my homework, and now I'm just sitting at home. My mom's not home as usual, and I have nothing to do. Well, technically, I have a lot I could do, like self-improve, prepare more for my lessons, play computer games, but I prefer to lie on the bed and stare at the ceiling. I don't know if everyone is as lazy as me, or what it's called. Procrastination, I think. I'm not sure about the spelling. When you can become anyone in the world, work hard, live your passion, but you choose to just lie on the bed. I think in the future I will read my diary and might not understand. Maybe even blame myself for something. But I'm tired. Yes, I have many friends at school, I get good grades, and I even hang out with friends outside. I always smile and joke around them, trying to stay positive. Yet, when I come home, I feel sadness and loneliness. Nothing seems to help. Not video games, not studying, not even food. Maybe I'm just not in the mood. Honestly, thank you, diary. I feel like I vented to someone, like crying on a shoulder. I feel a lot better. But not getting an answer back is hard. It's like talking to a wall. Maybe I don't need a reply? Your purse might be there for anyone who wants to share something privately but is afraid to. Anyway, I'll go now. 9/4/2017. For us Americans. Hello again, diary. It's been 2 days since school started. These days were normal. Ria and I sat together, joked during breaks, and had lunch together. Today I brought her the cookies I baked at home, and she shared a tasty salad with me. She loved the cookies. Ria is genuinely a kind person. We have a lot in common, but she's not into video games. She prefers studying, and she's really dedicated. I don't have that drive, even though I get the same grades as her. I feel like school just prepares us to be perfect workers. It's like, do this, do that, don't question things, or else you'll get the lowest mark, or in a job setting you might get fired. 9/13/2017. Hello, diary. Recently, our class was asked to write an essay about friendship. I spent a long time thinking about what to write. I have many friends, but what does this essay really want from me? Should I worry about what the teacher thinks rather than what I truly feel? It's so absurd. At first, I wrote an essay expressing my real opinion that friends are just a way to avoid feeling lonely. After rereading it, I realized that the teacher wouldn't like it. I tried to write something else, get a good grade, but the problem was I sat with that paper for over an hour and couldn't think of anything. I decided not to submit the essay and got the lowest mark. I chose not to tell my mom about it, and she doesn't seem to care about me anyway. If I had submitted the essay with my honest feelings, they might have sent me to a psychiatrist or even suspended me from school. That's life. I've been sent to the counselor over essays written at school before. It sucks. 10/18/17. Hello again. Sorry for not writing for so long. Nothing new happened. As usual, I hung out with Ria, played video games, slept, and of course, went to school. But something happened recently that threw me off. As I mentioned, I have many friends, including guys, and mostly play video games with them. Recently, one of the guys confessed his feelings to me. Diary, you can't imagine my surprise. I mean, I've seen some girls flirting with guys and vice versa, but I always set boundaries and no one ever flirted with me. I never cared about such things, I never even thought about it. For the first time in my life, someone confessed to me. He just said it honestly and openly. Feeling it wasn't fair to keep it a secret from me, I wanted an honest answer. I don't know how to respond to him because I don't feel that strong love described in movies or books. Still, I'm really flustered by all this. I'm even embarrassed to write to you about it because I'm usually so down when I talk to you, but now I'm smiling as I write this. It feels so unusual. 11/2/17. Hello again. I remember the last time I wrote about the guy who confessed to me. Well, we're seeing each other now. It's not like we're officially together and act like a couple, we're just hanging out and getting to know each other. Throughout this time, I realized I like him. I'm not really worried what will happen next, as he hasn't asked me about my feelings yet. But if he does, I'll be so embarrassed. All this is overwhelming me. Lately, I seem happier and even started turning down Rhea's offers to hang out. She's quite puzzled because I haven't told her who I'm spending time with, but I think she suspects I have a boyfriend. She even started teasing me about it. To be honest, I'm a bit scared. Soon, we'll be applying to colleges, choosing our dream professions, or staying in school for 2 more years. I think I'm not very sure about what to do, so I'll stay in school for another 2 years. Thoughts of the future upset me. I don't want to think about it. I've got a strange feeling that something's wrong with me. I love to draw, especially different creatures, for instance. I recently drew a chubby black cat during class. My imagination can run wild sometimes. In class, believe it or not, I thought I saw that exact cat I drew walk into our room, looking so real. I instantly knew it wasn't real and laughed it off, blaming it on being tired from school. Deep down, I'm worried and scared. I know mental health issues can be inherited. I had a grandfather who took his own life. My mom often spoke of him, remembering him as a great man, and cried for him. She said he lost his mind after my grandmother's death. I'll never meet him, though I wish I could have talked to him. It's a pity. I don't romanticize mental disorders like movies do. I think it's not normal and should be treated. Otherwise, people can completely lose their minds. Anyway, that's the weird situation I experienced. 11/21/2017. Hello, diary. Life goes on as usual, but I wouldn't have been. Maybe even cry a little. I think something terrible is happening to me, and I'm too scared to tell my mom, even though I know I should. I don't want to become like some movie psychopath or schizophrenic. I hate the idea. Only fools romanticize that, as those are scary diseases, and people do horrible things when they suffer from them. I haven't been tested for schizophrenia, so I don't want to say I have it. It runs in my family, and it is a genetic disorder, and I have experienced hallucinations previously. Just because someone suffers from schizophrenia doesn't mean that they do horrible things, especially to other people. I recently read a story about a woman who killed her own kids overnight because she was schizophrenic. See, there's plenty of people that kill, like, their kids without being schizophrenic, and there's plenty of schizophrenic people who don't go around killing people. You shouldn't conflate the two. From what I understand about this illness, you just see creatures or places that aren't real just in your mind. That's what my feeling lately. I've started seeing weird creatures, especially when I'm bored. Like during classes, I see them often, and it's hard to get rid of them unless I distract myself. I know I should tell my mom, but I'm terrified of being diagnosed or accepting that I might never be able to live normally in society. That would be like death to me since I'm no longer be ordinary. I'm still thinking about it, but I'll write more if there's any more updates. 12/17/2017. I did it. I told my mom today. It was hard, and seeing her reaction was painful. The look in her eyes and her expression said it all. She might see me as a monster. Maybe she doesn't believe me and thinks it's just a teenage prank. I don't know. It took a lot of time and effort to get it out and find the right moment. I don't know what to do next. This is the first page I've cried on. Sorry. This is very hard for me. I want to tell others, but people might avoid me. No one wants to be around someone like me, I'm sure of it. I might go mad and hurt them or myself. Who knows what other horrible things might happen. So I'll keep quiet until the end. For now, my mom and I have scheduled an appointment with a psychiatrist she knows. I don't know my diagnosis yet. I'm just fearing the worst. Life's been tough, especially when things are finally starting to get better. I've been in a relationship with a boy. My relationships with my friends are better than ever, and my school grades are good. Okay, diary, I'll write when I have the strength. Goodbye. 12/26/17. Schizophrenia. It's hereditary. I got it from my grandfather. I've been removed from school, but my mom arranged for me to be treated at home because the quality of the mental institutions is terrible. True. I didn't say goodbye to Rhea. It was too hard. They'll probably tell her I transferred schools and moved away. I haven't talked to my boyfriend since my last diary entry. In fact, I've been ignoring him. I know I'm horrible to them, but maybe it's better they never even knew me. It hurts me to do this. I cry every night. Sometimes we need to be cruel so people can get disappointed, move on, and forget about us. I'm hurting them and myself, but the pain will pass. They'll move on, find someone else, and I want to believe they'll be okay. Don't pull yourself away from your friends. If they're truly friends and care about you, they won't hate you because of a mental illness. They'll be there for you as much as they can. Things will never be okay for me again, not because of my mood, but because of the illness. No one knows how to cure it, and no pills will help. The hallucinations will become more and more real, scarier and scarier, and there will be more of them. I don't want to think about it. It's too terrifying. since I left school, I'll have to study at home and focus on self-education. Starting the new year, my life will change entirely. 12/30/17. New Year's is coming soon, but unsurprisingly, I'm not in the mood. I think I made the right decision by distancing myself from everyone. Take my boyfriend, for instance. Our relationship would never have worked out. It's not because I'm bad or can't act normally. I'm not crazy, but relationships have goals, like starting a family. I look ahead, and I don't want my children to experience what I'm going through now. It's better for both Rhea and him to move on in life. I'm getting incredibly bored these days since I'm not attending school, so I entertain myself by imagining various creatures. Of course, I could play video games all day, but I'm tired of that. When you're free to do anything, it's hard to enjoy the things that you once found pleasant after some time. 1/19/18. The New Year has already passed. Mom and I celebrated it together. Dad didn't even call, let alone visit. Honestly speaking, I'm not that mad at Dad. My mom is very angry with him and doesn't want to see him. He found a new family and left us. It's not that he found a family, he just found some young girl, student. I understand that my mom is very disgusted by that and that he left us for his own pleasure, but I think she needs to move on in life. By that I mean find a new man who will love her and move on. The only problem is my presence. I completely ruined that possibility. Yet my mom loves me very much despite this and works hard for my sake, but what's the point of all this when I don't have a future? That's why I think it would have been better if I didn't exist. 1/24/18. I don't want to write this hello diary anymore because I see no point. Honestly, I see no point in writing here either. I feel so bad that the only thing I can do is draw to distract myself from everything, but the hallucinations are getting scarier. The hallucinations are getting scarier, but I'm used to them. Sometimes I hear voices, but they're more like noise. My psychiatrist prescribed me antidepressants and antipsychotics, but she noted that they might have side effects. On top of that, I can't sleep at night, so I've also been prescribed some sleeping pills, but one sleeping pill usually doesn't help, so I take two, and now it seems I consume these damn pills instead of food, which aren't helping. I mean, they cost a lot of money, and my mom says stays late at work more often. She changed shifts, and I barely see her now. I feel terrible because I fear those voices will become more than just noise and I'll start listening to them. I don't want that. I don't want anything. 1/29/18. Oh, hello, diary. Yes, I wrote earlier that I wouldn't write like this, but who cares? I drew some works and we'll paste them now into you. I hope you like it. Oh, she's such a good artist. Stay positive. It's the girl! I knew it! She's fake! Wait, is that Morana? Looks a lot like her. Was I familiar with her before? Why didn't she tell me about this? And then was she with fake as my mom couldn't be? Why didn't I write about this in the diary? I looked in her direction. She was still asleep, right where she was. I need to ask her about it after I finish reading everything. I opened the diary again and continue reading. 2/10/18. Today I had a fight with my mom. She called me a mistake, said I'd do nothing, and then burned in and called me stupid. I understand she said I had emotion, but she was telling the truth, and only the truth. I have no friends, no job prospects with such a diagnosis, and all I do is take pills that cost an incredible amount of money and don't even help. I can't even talk to anyone. I can't tell strangers on the internet about my diagnosis. I look like I want pity. I just want to confide in someone, cry on someone's shoulder, but what's the point? If I cry, will everything suddenly become good? Nothing can help me now, and I need to accept that. At least Rhea was right to suggest I keep a diary. Thank you, Rhea. Without the diary, I would have killed myself a long time ago. 3/23/18. Hello and goodbye at the same time, diary. I decided today to overdose on all the pills prescribed to me. I see no point in living and trying. I don't want any of this. Fear gripped me and I felt goosebumps. On this exact date, I decided to end my life. I fully understand my actions. Even now, it's hard to imagine what I've been through. These hallucinations probably pushed me to the decision. No matter how hard I try, there's no helping me. Not in any way. Okay, that should not be the main focus right now. What's important to me is to find out who she really is, and how her drawing could have been in my diary. Close the diary to push Morana. Wake up! She ignores me and doesn't wake up. I felt goosebumps again. I couldn't breathe. I'm really scared to touch her. I don't know. I'm very afraid. I can't see her face while she's sleeping. It was covered by her hair, but I had no other choice. I gathered the courage and touched her. She quickly grabbed my hand with her terrifying black hands. I still couldn't see her face. I try hard to break free from her grasp, but these attempts are unsuccessful. Visions start in my eyes. I begin to see weird monsters laughing at me. Their voices echo in my head, and I can't say anything. Morana starts squeezing my hand tighter. This is just the beginning, my dear. Congratulations, you have completed the demo. Follow us. Oh, she's definitely not human. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna load this because I think it's a control to skip everything that you've read. See, she's so nice.
Well...
Okay, I'm gonna... What's wrong thing? See if I can return. I'm gonna say no.
Well, I have to confess, I feel a twinge of disappointment. Because you see, when we begin to explore your old belongings, you'll likely face a deluge of emotions. And this emotional onslaught, it could simply... And moreover, your mother was quite insistent that you take these pills. I wouldn't want to face her wrath if you don't. So, I'm going to ask you one last time. Are you absolutely sure you won't take them?
I'm gonna stay on the... well, no.
That's odd, really. In the past, you've been more willing to trust me.
Not today, demon.
But now, for some reason, you've decided to reject both my advice and your mother's.
Yeah.
I find it deeply saddening, because I am responsible for you, and I bear the weight of your actions as well. But I won't impose on your decision, so be it. No pills for now. We'll still inspect your room, though. I made a promise, and I intend to keep it. You will see every nook and cranny of your space. But before we can
I only saw 2 things last time.
You need to get out of bed.
That's true.
I see that it will be difficult for you to get up, and you'll certainly need my assistance. Give me your hand so I can help you rise.
Okay. Okay, here. I'm back on these. Why did I attempt suicide?
Well, I can't tell you straight away. And I can't say I fully understand you in this regard. You have a loving mother, your own room. I believe you should have valued this more.
Rude.
You even had friends and popularity. In some ways, you were fortunate in life.
Mental illness doesn't care how fortunate you are.
But you weren't lucky. That you like to suffer, leading you to your illness.
That's not...
However, that's just my opinion. Sorry, you can only come to understand the reasons for your actions by going through your diary. Only then will you better understand yourself.
Sure, yeah, right.
Now, we are in the question phase, and soon we'll move to the room inspection. And then you will find out everything about yourself. Do you have any other questions?
This is a different question. Is this a dream? At the end, will I just fall asleep and everything will be...
You probably wanted to ask how it all used to end. At the end, you just fall asleep again. So we'll spend the whole day here, and by lunchtime, you'll sleep. When you wake up, you will again remember nothing. But progress is made each time.
Oh, that's good.
Your psychiatrist says that it will end soon as you come to terms with your past.
Fair enough.
Do you have any other questions?
Oh wait, this is the same one.
I'm not even sure whether to take that as a compliment or not. If, in your understanding, strange means unconventional, then I am actually quite impressed. I always want to make an intriguing impression.
Good.
Not a pleasant one, but an interesting one. Because to leave a pleasant impression on people, you often have to just nod along with them.
Fair enough.
You're probably wondering about my makeup, right?
It's very cool makeup.
I love to experiment with my face and try out different looks. So far, this is my favorite.
It is quite nice look. Very cute.
You should enjoy life and do what you like without worrying what others think.
Okay, that's a good sentiment. Demon.
Want to wear weird makeup? Go for it.
Hell yeah!
Want to wear odd gloves?
Put them on.
Yes. People might give you odd looks, and yes, they might.
Also, if you're working with someone who has amnesia every day, why not? That's all I think I remember it the next day.
People who pass you by won't remember you in 10 minutes.
Especially this people.
I won't stress about it. Those unfortunate 2 minutes of judgment can be endured. It's true what they say. People love to talk about themselves. Sorry.
Oh no, I
Do you have
asked.
any other questions?
There's way too many joints in that finger, though. Oh, I got an extra question. What happened to your hands?
Now, Unfortunately, I can't answer that question. It's personal. All I can say is that it was an unfortunate accident. That's all you can know.
Okay.
Alright, that's enough questions from you. Let's move on to inspecting the room.
I want to see if I
I'll
forgot
step
anything.
back now, and you can hover the cursor and click on the items that interest you.
I want to see if I missed anything else. But there.
This is a poster of a rock band you liked as a child.
No.
You know, you used to buy these posters and stick them up, but later on you thought it was a bad decision.
Absolutely not. As soon as I paint my room, I'm putting up so many posters.
This poster still hangs here, reminding you of your childhood and how you were a huge fan of this.
I have so much art to put everywhere. As soon as I get my room painted.
The poster is not a good idea. It would take off the wallpaper as well, ruining the look of your apartment. You can continue looking around the room.
Okay.
This is your
Let's just do this real quick. Bam. Ooh, figured me, and I got goosebumps. Well, I wanted to do my best, but it turned out even now I don't think I made the right decision. Maybe it's because my memory is faded. I didn't realize it was different words, I'm sorry. But if I do have schizophrenia, it's not that big of a deal, so why did I leave my friends and my boyfriend? I understand that can be terrifying, but why did I make my life so complicated? From the moment I decided to leave my friends, I chose suicide. Okay, that should not be the main focus right now. What's important to me now is to find out who she really is, yeah. She ignores me and doesn't wake up. I couldn't breathe. I'm really scared to touch her. So, the voice is like loud in my head and I can't say anything. She starts doing my hand typing.
just the beginning.
Cool. This is very good though, and I love that it already has voice acting. Okay, I just want to ask.
So.
Okay, I already got these ones. Why did my mom hire you?
Interesting question, to which I don't know the answer. You should ask your mom about that, And why are you asking questions I don't know the answer to? That's such a rhetorical question that I don't understand how you could even choose it.
Damn.
But okay. Do you have any other questions?
Okay. Oops. I keep hitting window thing instead of that. Are you a real person?
Never cease to amaze me. Or you're just mocking me. Sorry. I understand you have amnesia, so I won't get mad at you.
Sure.
Yes, I'm real. Otherwise, how could I have made you a piece of toast with egg?
That's true.
Don't know what else to say in response.
Very smart.
Your graceful attempts to ask questions have ended. Now, we need to look around the room. Well, I'll step back now, and you can hover the cursor and click on the items that interest you.
Checked it a little different that time. No, it's not. Okay. That was the fourth one, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, is this a dream at the end? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I already did all these. What are the triangles?
Were you even listening? I literally just told you a minute ago that I love
That's
makeup.
also true.
Yeah. Let's Well, I'll step back now.
Okay.
You can hover the cursor and click on the...
Okay, that's all the time that I have for that's all the time that I have for this video. That's all the time that I have for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!